Ladies and Chads, we have reached the peak athlete in the sport of jiu-jitsu. The father Chad has now entered the sphere of grappling. He's the greatest natural athlete this world has ever seen. Some call him Mike O Hearn out of love and admiration. I prefer to call him the name the ones who seeded and sown him gave him. Ladies and Chads, I give you Mike O Hearn, a BJJ athlete. In a world riddled with steroid abuse and the top heavyweight athletes taking gear, it is refreshing to see a natural athlete who could potentially compete with the best in the sport. Now, it looks like Mike got into grappling because he put his son in the sport. Like most Chad dads, he was like, hey, I'm going to ask my son to do this, then I'm going to do it as well. Also, we must always train to beat our sons until the bitter end. Never let your child win at anything. That's the Chad way. Anywho, here are some clips of Mike on the mats. These clips are few and far between. We have a clip of him smoldering and milling whilst watching technique. And we have a brief clip of him rolling with a black belt. Very smart of Mike not to release clips of his game so the opposition cannot spy on him. As you can see, they start out on their knees. Not very Chadly. They also are in the pajamas. Also not very Chadly. But anywho, let's quick point out his faults and get into the role itself. Mike, like a true Chad, is not a bottom player, so he tries to stay on top. Here we see him try to throw up a armbar of sorts, okay? He does a good job getting the top leg over the top, but he fails to get that bottom leg, and the black belt below gets his legs in between it to block it. Very tactically smart by the pencil neck black belt. This maneuver by Mike is perhaps one of my most favorite maneuvers. He just horsecocks the black belt into his lap, okay? Grabs a double lapel and just forces him into his lap in order to throw in the hooks and take the back, okay? That is a supremely Chadly back take, and you can only hit if you have superhuman levels of strength. Now, this next maneuver by Mike is not bad, okay? It is a variation of a Peterson in wrestling, but we mostly call it the fat man roll, okay? So when you're on the bottom position, you grab an arm and freaking roll, okay? And as you can see, he's the much larger guy in this roll and is able to just horse the man, send him flying and thundering into the mat with this fat man roll. Excellent move by Mike, I must say. Then Mike, like a true Chad, shows the utmost respect after the roll and gives the black belt a nice hug, a nice bro hug, a nice Chadly grasp, saying thank you for the scraps and making me a better Chad. That's it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, be sure to like it and comment down below and subscribe. I'll talk to you Chads later. See ya.